What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today is Wednesday, which of course means it's time for another Western Europe Wednesday here on the channel. And the beer I'm reviewing today once again comes from the Froth Brewing Company, and they're out of Buffalo, New York. And this is their Liquid Lollipop, the pineapple, orange, guava, passion fruit, and peach variant. So they are calling this a triple fruited sour ale, which is basically a sour ale that is brewed with the purees of the aforementioned 5 fruits. Comes in at 6.5% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in the time of review. This can is approximately 1 month old. So I have reviewed a couple beers within their Liquid Lollipop series on the channel already, but both of the beers I reviewed, which was a regular Liquid Lollipop and then the Imperial Liquid Lollipop, they were in crawlers. So this is the first time that Froth has canned any of their Liquid Lollipops. And they released this one in mid-September, so at the time of review, around a month old. And since then, in fact, in the last week, they have released 2 more cans of Liquid Lollipops, which I will be reviewing over the next couple of weeks. And it's really cool to see them canning this beer. I love the artwork. Like that, the artwork is just fantastic. But the beers themselves are, the fruit smoothie beers. So you're talking about your Mortalis, like the Hydras and whatnot. You're talking about, 450 North, regardless of the ABV issue, beers like that. And the Answer, they're crazy fruit smoothies. And a lot of breweries nowadays are doing the whole fruit smoothie thing. And Froth is the only place in Buffalo that I know of that is doing beers like this. So I really like the Liquid Lollipop series. It's really good. I've had, I think, 3 or 4 now from the ones I've had on tap and the ones I reviewed, and they're all quite delicious. So we're going to give this a crack and a pour. We're going to pour it right into the huge Medusa glass here. I'm going to probably pour all of the beer just because with the Liquid Lollipop, like the first one I reviewed, it was in a 32-ounce crawler, and like half of the crawler was completely different than the other half. Despite the fact that I rolled it and turned it upside down and whatnot, it just didn't end up mixing properly on camera, and it was a completely different beer off camera. So with this one, I'm going to try to get all of it into the glass. Here we go. Now this, I believe, is a 18-ounce glass, so there you go. So I can fit all of it in, which is what I did. I'm going to put it over here. So, wow. Yeah, so the thing about this beer is, again, pineapple, orange, guava, passion fruit, peach. That's 5 different fruits. That's a lot of fruits to be using in a beer like this. But I mean, that looks like the combination of all the fruits. This has like a really deep, you know what this looks like? This looks like a deeper colored papaya, like kind of the flesh of a papaya, something like that. Super murky and turbid. It looks like fruit juice. That's what these fruit smoothies are. You can see the remnants up top of all the pulp from the beer itself. But yeah, that looks fantastic. Looks like one of these fruit smoothie beers. I mean, what more do you want? Let's get a nose. Oh, man. Oh, that smells fantastic. So right up front, without question, pineapples get a little bit lost. So is the orange. The guava and peach, for the most part, are showing through. A little bit of passion fruit, but this is very heavy on the guava and peach. When it comes to these beers, it's one of those things where a lot of people, including myself, will be like, "Is this beer?" Well, yes, it's beer. They brew typically a bigger sour, whether it's a Berliner Weiss or whatever they end up whatever the base is sour wise, they brew a sour and then they usually mix it with fruit puree. So it has beer qualities because it is a beer at its heart, but a lot of these don't taste like it. And this one smells like straight up fucking a fruit smoothie. That's what it smells like. It smells like a guava peach passion fruit smoothie. Is the first 2 pineapple and orange? Yeah, pineapple and orange are getting lost for me in the first 2 fruits. In the title of this video, you'll see I forgot the passion fruit because titles are only 100 characters and I couldn't use the passion fruit. And on tap, they also take away the passion fruit for this beer. So I didn't mention it, but this definitely has passion fruit in it and I can smell it. It smells like a fruit smoothie, little bit of tartness, really no beer qualities to the nose. Let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. Yeah, it's dynamite. It's dynamite for what they say it is. And there's a real nice, almost higher side of tart, lower side of sour kind of pucker on that one. A little bit of pulpy kind of feel to the mouthfeel as well. So body on this one, 6.5%. This is like higher side of medium, lower side of full body. It's not as pulpy and thick as maybe you'd expect from the style, but it's still big. For 6.5% it is. The mouthfeel, super soft, super smooth, creamy, Has carbonation, but it's slightly undercarbonated. The taste, tons of guava, tons of peach, and it is straight on like just puree of those fruits. The passion fruit is kind of underlying. Getting a little bit of like a zesty orange thing, maybe slight sweeter orange. For me though, the pineapple is not sticking out, which is crazy because the first fruit listed, but the rest of the fruits are kind of dominating that pineapple. 6.5%. Again, these don't taste like beer. Are they beer? Yes. Do they taste like it? No. It is what it is. Either you love the style or you hate it. You love it because you like fruit juice and it tastes like fruit juice or like a fruit smoothie, or you hate it because you don't like fruit juice or fruit smoothie, or maybe you don't like the fact that this is technically beer, and you might be one of those people that are like, no, that's not beer. And I get both sides of the argument. You know, I get it. At the end of the day, what's in my glass is tasty. It is technically a beer, and I like it. And that's what it comes down to. Yeah, so guava, peach, passion fruit, a little bit of orange, pineapple gets lost halfway through the palate to 3/4 of the way through the palate. That's where the sourness kicks in, the sour portion of this. And it's actually a higher tartness, lower sour. Definitely puckering the first couple sips. Now as my palate is becoming acclimated to the beer itself, it's more of like just a firm tartness. The finish on this one is sweet. A lot of these are sweeter, but it has enough of like an acidic, tart quality to kind of like balance it. There's no bitterness to speak of here. Really no dryness on my palate. It's super tasty. Not much more to say about it. So Liquid Lollipop, the pineapple, orange, guava, passion fruit, and peach variant from Froth, 4.5 out of 5. It's damn tasty. Pretty much what it says it is. This would probably get closer to 4.75 if I could actually taste the pineapple. But for what these beers are and what you're supposed to get from them, this is this is just quality. I love that Mortalis is in the Western New York area and they're making great fruited sours in the realm of this. But I think for a Buffalo brewery, this is the first brewery in Buffalo that has produced a beer like this and continuing to do so with the line. And I think this is just up there with some of the Mortalis Hydras I've had, some of the 450 North Slushies, probably proper ABV as well. Just some of the better beers within this style is just, yeah, they're up there. Froth doesn't have a lot of hype behind their name. Certainly here locally, a lot of people know about it and they buy it, but like out in the trading market or whatever, or like nationally or whatever, then no one knows about Froth. So I think these guys are kind of slipping under the radar. So really enjoy this lineup, and I'm going to drink and review as many as I possibly can. And yeah, I'm enjoying every second of it. So 4.5 out of 5 for this variant of Liquid Lollipop from Froth. If you had this one before, let me know what you think about it. Price and availability, brewery only for this lineup. Froth has, I think, just signed a distro contract. I remember seeing it on their Facebook page. So a lot of their beer is going to get into local markets and whatnot here in the Western New York area. I don't know if you'll see this beer. Probably not. Probably not see any of the Liquid Lollipops, at least in the near future. Price point on this one. This is where the argument is crazy. So this 4-pack was $25 a 4-pack. And a lot of people might be like, that is gross. That's a lot of money. You're talking $6.25 a can, and I get it. Here's the thing. I don't want to say that's the market value, but that's kind of the going rate for these beers. In fact, today, as I'm reviewing this, Mortalis just dropped the information that they are going to be releasing 2 Hydra variants this upcoming Friday and $25 4-pack. Now, you can say, okay, Mortalis is established over the last, year and a half. Their stuff is world-class or whatever, and I get that. So $25 4-pack from Mortalis, a lot of people don't blink an eye. Froth, relatively new in the last year, starting to produce this, this series over the last, 4 to 6 months. People are like, I'm not paying $25 4-pack. That's ridiculous. And I get it. I get both sides, again, of the argument. $25 for any 4-pack is expensive. And that's where it's in the eye of the beholder. Do you think this is worth $25 a 4-pack for yourself? For me, yes, for me, I'm going to buy probably most of the releases within the series because I like it. $6.25 for that can, I think I'm getting $6.25 for that can is what I think I'm getting quality-wise in this beer. I'm going to drink the rest of this. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to just have a blast drinking the rest of this. So $6.25 a can, sure. Is it true market value for the ingredients and everything? Who knows? I don't know exactly. I know fruit's expensive. I don't know exactly how much they're using, but at the end of the day, $25 a 4-pack is expensive. Here's the thing. A lot of people who have complained about the price on these cans, they were paying $18 to $20 a crawler for their Liquid Lollipop, and I didn't hear anybody complaining about $18 for a crawler. Crawler's 32 ounces. A 4-pack of 16-ounce cans, 64 ounces. So if you're going to pay $18 for a 32-ounce crawler, but then you have an issue with a $25 4-pack where you're going to get double the amount for an extra $7, yeah, I don't get that aspect of it. So if you're somebody who wasn't paying the $18 for a crawler and you were upset about the price at that point, and now you're even more upset at the 4-pack price, totally get it. If you're somebody who was paying $18 for a crawler or $20 for a crawler for the Imperial version, and then you see $25 4-pack, you're like, no way. It's kind of like the old argument of the 22-ounce bomber, where to me, 22-ounce bombers were the biggest scam or ripoff ever. I remember when Stone Enjoy By was in 22-ounce bombers here in the Western New York area, and it was $8, $9 for a 22-ounce bomber of the Enjoy By. And then they came out in 6-packs, and they were like $18 for a 6-pack. And people were like, no way I'm paying that. I said to myself, you're paying $9 for a 22-ounce bomber of your Enjoy By. Now they come in 6-packs, which 6 times 12 is 72. So now you're getting 72 ounces of this for double the price. So now you're getting actually more for your value, and you're going to scoff at that? Like, to me, again, doing math and whatnot, at the end of the day, this is a way better value than their crawlers, but a lot of people don't see it in that vein. So anyway, at the end of the day, I'm rambling right now. For me, I will pay the $24 a 5-pack. Now, if it goes higher than that at some point, probably not. That's, to me, the $24, $25 range for a 4-pack is pretty much where I max out for something like this. Now, if you're talking about like a 10, 12, 15% Imperial Stout with a bunch of adjunct shirts, sure, I'll pay like $8 to $10 a can because it's the going rate, and that's the kind of where it lands. I would not pay, I don't think, more than $25 for a pack. Even if they went to 26, I think I'd just be like, nope, you're starting to raise the price. For me, $25 for a pack is fine. For somebody else out there, it might not be, and that's the beauty about craft beer. If you don't want to pay the price for this beer, then don't pay the price. If you do, you do. You have a decision, you can make it. Just go to the brewery and drink it on tap then, if you don't want to buy the actual 4-packs. But anyway, again, sorry for the ramble. I just saw a lot of discussion on Froth's page about the price, and it's like, at the end of the day, do what you want. If it's too much for you, don't buy it. If it's fine, then do. What it comes down to. So 6.5%, don't really taste any alcohol. That's probably because it's like 2.3%, like 450 North, not really. But yeah, it's 6.5%. Can't really tell there's alcohol. It drinks like a fruit smoothie, and it's delicious. So appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. If you've had this one before, definitely let me know what you think about it. I'll be reviewing a couple more within the series, as I said, over the next couple weeks. Hopefully those are just as delicious. And appreciate everybody stopping by. Come back for another Western New York Wednesday, and next week, I don't know exactly what I'm reviewing, but it could be the new Southern Tier Hot Cocoa release. Yeah, could be. So check back. Anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by. To the next one. Cheers.